These four men form one of the quickest corporations in the world. Four men on wheels: Bob Tullius, Brian Firstenau, John Kelly, and Jerry Truitt. They call themselves Group 44. Win or lose, this team plays each high-speed hand with all their cards face up on the table. They give the loyal opposition more than an even break, but they play to win. They play for keeps. Four hot shoe road racing drivers, the guys in the immaculate white cars who won't quit until someone hands them the checker. They call themselves Group 44. The opposition calls them the White Wave. Monterey, California, one of the West Coast's most magical names, a name that triggers visions of untamed seascapes and untouched sun-bleached beaches. The Monterey Peninsula is also the site for another kind of vision, one of the most attractive stops on the Sports Car Club of America's Speed Tour, an undulating black asphalt ribbon called Laguna Seca. It was this kind of mechanical magic that lured Bob Tullius into the glittering world of club racing.
My father took me to an auto race one time. Oh, that one race was an uncle of a friend of mine who lived a few blocks away from my house. The very next day, I was over at that garage looking at those cars, wishing so hard that tears came to my eyes sometimes that they would ask me just to touch it, or to wipe the wheel off, or to sit in it. If I ever sat in it, I'd never got out of it. I get in a race, and for 30 minutes, I can't really tell you all about what's going on. I know what's going on out there because I feel it in the seat of my pants and my hands and the sound of what's going on, the smells. It's just a very natural thing for me to be doing.
Sounds very simple, really.
Well, I know that, but how many sets of ratios are legal?
From the moment he got on the helmet, Bob Tullius became the most successful driver in the history of club racing. In 1965, with two sponsors and Brian Firstenau as his partner, he formed a racing team called Group 44 Incorporated. The success of this corporation is best described by the competition.
You know, you don't look for favors, and you don't look to get squashed off the track either.
Group 44's strength is basically in that the cars they present are a total all-around picture.
They're excellent racers. They're a credit to the sport.
I think our cars, as a rule, have somewhat more horsepower, but their cars work, as a general rule, really, really well.
It's a little more exciting, a little more thrill. It always puts a little extra urge in when you have a chance to run against them.
With Tullius acting as official spokesman and Firstenau handling the engineering and preparation genius, the group has been a dominant force in road racing for several years.
So he immediately put on his brakes and pulled out, but Madison pulled over on him and wouldn't let him by me. So he had to go around the other way, and he got off in the dirt.
Drivers like John Kelly, 1970 F production champion in a Triumph Spitfire, help make sure the White Wave stays on top.
Well, it's a very interesting course. It's probably the most challenging one we've seen here in the West Coast, even more so than Riverside. Probably the most difficult part of this course is to find the edge, the fine line where you have control of the car and going at maximum speed, and keeping that edge during the entire race.
A graduate of MIT, Kelly is partner in an engineering firm near the Falls Church, Virginia headquarters of the group. In his 11th year of racing, his unflappable approach to every new challenge fits the overall profile of the team.
Down across that hill.